Hi everyone, and welcome back to Awaken with Torniamo, where I talk about my own awakening journey, how that has helped me in my daily life, and hopefully how that can help you. I am a psychic medium and energy healer. I'm also a coach who helps people on their journey, on their spiritual journey, and also their personal growth journey. In this episode, I am going to be talking about the fear of rejection. I come across so many clients who struggle with the fear of rejection. The thing is, rejection is a part of life. I have been rejected tons of times in my professional life and also in my personal life. When I started working full time in my spiritual business, and I still do this to this day, almost 3 years in, I have sent hundreds, and I mean hundreds of emails asking for contacts for potential work where I have heard nothing back. That is rejection, and it is a part of the journey. I have been on plenty of dates where I've been ghosted, where it never went anywhere. I have dated people for longer, for shorter, and currently single, so all of that has come to an end. And I so often hear people, they have applied for like two jobs and then they get really, really upset because they got rejected. I hear people who dated somebody for a couple of months and then it sort of doesn't work out and then they're heartbroken for months afterwards. It's totally understandable, these two feelings. I get it. I totally get it. However, I think that if we can see these learning experiences as redirection instead of that something, you know, as a part of our soul has been rejected, because that's not true. I think people take these experiences so incredibly personally, like they think it's something wrong with their inherent being, that they are not lovable, and also that they will never get the job that they want to pursue. And again, this is just so far from the truth. Of course, with my work, I have had loads of luck. I've had loads of opportunities presented to me that I have pursued and gone in a very positive direction. But that's like 10%. We always have to keep on going, regardless of what we are being rejected from. And most of the time, it is just a redirection over an actual rejection. And I think that the way through managing rejection, because it's a part of life and we have to get up and get going again, is to know that they're not rejecting something inherently with your soul. And most of the time, it just means that this wasn't compatible. Sure, it's sad, it's upsetting, but it just wasn't compatible. And actually, it gives you an opportunity to seek something that is even more compatible than what that was originally. And I think that's a really, really important way to look at these things, that every time you get rejected, you have an opportunity to seek out something which is even more aligned than what you originally thought. It is always a learning. There's always something to take from it. And I think that also the reason why we fear rejection is because of our self-worth, right? So many people's sense of self and self-worth is tied up in external accomplishments, external validation, that somebody tells you that you're amazing, which are all really important because we are social beings. However, we need to turn our sense of self-worth inward so that we can validate ourselves, validate our own skill sets, our own strength, work on our weaknesses, take responsibility and accountability for our life, and then work from that place. Of course, I am not ignorant to many of the systemic issues that exists in our society. I think that for the betterment of for everyone, we need to create systems in place that support people from all kinds of backgrounds. It shouldn't really matter what your starting point is. Everybody should be given equal opportunities. I strongly believe in that. At the same time, we also somehow, because just life isn't fair, we have to put ourselves out there and make the most out of the cards that we have been given here in life by the power of spirit. The power of spirit can clearly be, in a human sense, incredibly unfair. Don't disagree at all. But we still have to make the most out of what we have been given. So, fear of rejection. You are not being rejected. You are being redirected, and you are being given an opportunity to find something that is even more compatible and even better for you. Take the learning and turn your sense of self primarily inwards over outwards. And also, let's work together as a human being, as a species, to create systems in place that support people from all kinds of backgrounds so that we can all flourish and thrive whilst in the earthly realm. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you found that inspiring, useful. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe button, comment. I'd love to hear from you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.